Hey guys, LP here, and I'm sitting at the kitchen table kind of playing with my phone, and I've been telling you I'm going to make this video for apps that are preparedness related for some time now. I finally got off my butt and actually made one for you. Yeah, let's go do that. Let's just cut right to the chase. So the first app we're going to play with here is called PrApp, short for the Prepper app. Obviously, I'll be leaving links down below for everybody. Obviously, I've got my little handy dandy pointer here, so it's going to make things a little bit easier. I tried to do this so that it would be like more fancy, but I couldn't find the software, so this is what you're getting today. So with Prepper app, I guess the first thing you need to know is that we don't need, for most of these apps, we do not need to know, we don't need a Wi-Fi, and we're going to put it on airplane mode. If we have to, we'll come back to it. With Prepper app, you click on it, and what this app actually allows you to do is to create your own list of items and then find out how much food and water you have for how many days based on those items that you've accumulated. So I guess the first thing we'll do is let's do some water here real quick. This is a very simple app to use. Let's go ahead and hit the plus, and then we're going to name this, and write in text field. No, that's my stupid. That's my thingamabob here. I don't want to write in text. We're just going to leave that there, and I'm going to call this I don't know, cold, C-O-L-D. cold, and mine is going to figure that out. Obviously you would do what you're going to do on yours. Let's move this up here, and then it's in the pantry, and the saving date is going to be today. It's automatic, and then the expiration date on it, we're just going to go for 1 year, because water is normally not great for more than a year. We can put loads. We're going to change this to we're going to call this 2 liters of water, not 0.2, not 0.2. This thing is going to be a pain in the butt. 2. Let's try that. Yeah, 232.232. Now let's go with slide that out and go with 1.5. Nope. 1. Yeah, 1.5. I did not expect this to happen, but it's okay. So it doesn't matter. Information don't really care about. And then we're going to hit save button on this. If I have to, I'll go to my fingers. All right, so we've got some cold water there, and then if we go back to here, it'll actually start telling us we didn't put enough water in there to start making any a jump on the amount of days. So if we go and let's go ahead and add more water, we'll just leave that blank. We're just going to go down here, and let's do this. And how many liters? 500 liters. And then we're going to save. All right, I'm going to save. This app is kind of finicky. This is not my favorite app. I'm simply showing you more water. Okay, and then we're going to try and save it now. Okay, so we've got more water, and we've got this, and now the numbers should be changing. Nope, not yet. We still don't have enough to be honestly, I'm not a real fan of Prepper app. Let's go back to Prepper app real quick. Where are we at here? Prepper app. And then we can add our medications, our protective equipment. It's literally just a list building system that will follow expirations. And it's got tools, a flashlight, a GPS, a ruler, Morse code, a compass. I mean, the compass is it's as good as any other compass. I hate to even move this because I'm going to have to zoom this stuff in. It's not a super great app, but it's something that will work if you don't have one. The next app is actually going to be Prepper Mate. Now, Prepper Mate is very similar. In fact, I would say that it's almost identical in that it actually functions just a little bit different because it has already some of the pre-built stuff inside of it, which is not super duper great. So we're going to come on over here to our where are we at here? Emergency list. where are we at here? Add a to-do. It's not a very intuitive app, and I hesitate to even show it to you. Food, storage name, see, crackers. I'm gonna go with crackers, and then enter a description. Crunchy, we're just doing this just to do it. Crunchy, and then enter, and then I'm not really seeing anything else right here. You know, some of these apps are very, add a new item type. No, we did that, cancel. Some of these things are just very, very disappointing. And that's one of the reasons that I'm showing some of these apps to you guys, because I don't want you to waste your time doing some of this stuff. Now, with the FEMA app, I actually had to tune this so that it is not my physical location. I think I picked like Houston, Texas or something like that. With the FEMA app is very useful if you are in a distressed area, and if you're looking for any warnings in your particular area, like we've got from San Antonio here. And if you are affected by a disaster, you click the button right there. You can apply for assistance. You can check an application status. You can find an emergency shelter, or you can visit a disaster recovery center. What else we got here? What to expect, all disaster declarations. And you know, obviously we don't have it hooked to the internet, so we can't see that. So I'm going to come up here and I'm going to turn this off, and I'm going to turn that back on, and we're going to flip back on there and give it a second to extrapolate that it is no longer in no-no land. And obviously you would need this to do your application, so on and so forth. And then now we have the declarations that are existing: Hawaii storms, Tennessee severe floods, severe Oklahoma, Nevada, so on and so forth. So this app really does work very well if you're going to work within the FEMA realm. We have an alert. We have an alert for San Antonio, Texas. Flood watch issued June 18th at 2:37. So Central Daylight Savings Time, or Central Daylight Time. So just a little while ago that this thing actually got issued. So this is how fast. I keep telling you guys about how these digital alerts go so fast that they go right past the news now. And so I recommend people actually get some of these apps. So we're going to go ahead and roll off of FEMA. Like I said, we do not need the GPS anymore. We're going to go into airplane mode and turn that off. And so we don't need any of that anymore. But I wanted to show you, I tell you what, let's go ahead and jump to. All right, you slackers, listen up. Did you know that we actually have a shoot, no shoot expert who's going to be speaking at Prepstock? He's one of our lecturers, and he's going to tell us all about how to do the things that we're supposed to be doing lawfully with our firearms, situations, and things of that nature. So if you have got your tickets for Prepstock 2024, Nebo, North Carolina, 12th through the 13th of October this year, the sky is not gonna fall. You're gonna survive. The world will continue to spin. Go get them now. Link in the description. Avenza maps. You would think that we would need the internet for this, but we do not. I have already downloaded some maps to use offline. So once you download it, it has a base map. And we're going to go ahead and cancel that because we're not going to turn our location on. And you can see that it has its own base map, but it has a lot to do with where you are. If you load this up, like I've never used this anything past the Mississippi River, so things are not going to want to load for me. What you need to do is fire it up while you've got it online, and then push over to the entire continent of the United States, and then give it a chance to grab that information. Then the entire map will be there for you. But as you can see, the map is very usable from the highway perspective, getting places on a highway. Obviously, the closer we get to things, and right now we're not online at all, so the map itself would not completely load. But we're going to set this up so that we can use the maps themselves without being online. So we can actually zoom in and see, and this thing will track us. It'll tell us where we are. It'll tell us street names down to a certain point, but you can download these maps and use them offline to navigate with. And obviously you're gonna be moving things around. It's basically like having a paper map that you can track yourself with offline, and so I recommend that you have them. This is the where are we at here? The Avenza maps. This is the one that I use, and I recommend you guys get them. Once again, I'll be leaving links below. Jumping on over to Survival Guide. Survival Guide is actually kind of hard to find again, but Survival Guide actually gives you the downloaded version of the U.S. Military Survival Manual, FM 21-76. This has everything that they teach the military about survival. Everything that's in their survival courses, kits, everything. Like your survival kit A, it talks about the kit itself and then the things that should be inside of it. A cold climate kit. We got a hot climate kit, an over water kit. I mean, it just really talks about all of these different things. And if you really wanted to, you could actually order these things through their what they call an NSN number, and actually order these particular items right off an NSN list. But for this particular case, what we're going to do is we're going to look at like the psychology of survival. This actually like starts to teach you how survivalists things to look at, looking at stress, the need for stress, you know, the different conditions that lead up to stressful situations, survival stressors, so on and so forth. And you can see this is the entire manual. This is not just little snippets to make you happy. And this app is 100% free as well, so you might want to take a good hard look at it. I particularly like the water procurement section because it actually goes into detail on like how to find water, where to find water, and what to do with it when you do find it. So it's a pretty useful. It's got food procurement, which basically means going out and finding food, animals for food, insects, worms, crustaceans. We got some little pictures in here that show you a few things here and there. Obviously, this is a black and white manual, so you're not going to be looking at it. It was like, this thing is really nailing it. It's better than the Red Cross one, and I'm going to show you the Red Cross one right after this. But it literally, it's just drug overdose. Boom. Risk, what we got here? Steps. Risk the assessment, check for response, reassure the victim, identify the substance, monitor, you know, and it just goes on and on and on. Oh, it has pictures. It has pictures. What to do. Oh my God. You know, it's absolutely amazing as far as apps go. You got a layover at a hotel. You can, or at an airport, or you're just not doing anything that day. You could literally grab this and start learning a little bit of medicine itself. You know, we're going to go ahead and apply direct pressure for bleeding, and then we're going to raise, restrict movement of the injured limb. We're going to bandage firmly. You know, some of these things are not common sense. You could probably give this to your kid and let them learn how to do this. It's actually a very interesting app. I found it to be very, very useful because it has so many different things. I mean, choking, poison, snake bites. I guess that burns, CPR. All right, let's learn a little CPR. Let's learn adult CPR real quick. You know, we're gonna check for danger. Okay, wait a minute. There we go. Check the victim's response. Clear the open airway. If not breathing, to begin CPR. You know, and then it just goes into all the little details. You can basically teach yourself CPR using the app, or at least refamiliarize yourself with CPR for adults, children, and babies. It's just a really awesome app to have. We got tick bites, we got stroke, we got seizures, we got shock, you know, spinal injuries, wound care. I mean, it's a pretty awesome little app, and I recommend that you guys get it for your phone. Obviously, I make no money off of this. I'm simply sharing what's on my phone. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump out of that. And then obviously we've got the one that's made by the American Red Cross. It's called First Aid. Yes, there's a link in the description for everybody. Let's see here. What do we got here? Asthma attack. Boom, we hit the asthma attack. And we start see if we're online, we call that 911 number. Now that will go through when you're in airplane mode. It'll still work. But you can literally just call 911. So now you have an app where you can go boom, boom, and now you call 911. What we got here? Where are we at? Emergency steps. If we click one of these, no, it doesn't matter. We got to go down to care. Give care. And then now you have this full list of things to do when you're giving care in relation to asthma attack. Cardiac arrest for adults. You can literally go through the entire process. We talked about this before, how to use an AED. Oh, look, we've got pictures. Yep, it's pretty simple stuff, guys. Pushing buttons, putting things on, so on and so forth. It's an awesome little app to have, and I recommend that you get it because you're going to learn one thing from one app that you may not learn from another app. All right, and then let's go ahead and we're going to go to, man, I really got into that one, didn't I? The very last one. This one, guys, I recommend that you guys get this one because this one holds your feet to the fire. Okay, this one's called Inventory Wolf. Now, Inventory Wolf is actually made by a preparedness company, and the first thing that pops up when you put this on here is your summary, and you've got left on hand, desired items, caches, expiring items. If you put your expiration dates in there, you'll know this. Throw some tips at you, so on and so forth. But here's the thing, guys. What this will actually do is it actually gives you targets. So 0% target food acquired. I have nothing in this app right now. I wanted to uninstall it and reinstall it fresh so you guys saw the brand new version of it. I had an older version of it that had a bunch of other stuff in it that no longer exists. So literally we just go to inventory, and when we start talking about food, this thing is designed for a family of 4, 2 adults, 2 children, and I think there's some pet stuff in there as well. But you can literally see where it's telling you beans, lentil, 1 bag. Oh, let's click on that, and then my desired was 2, and then we're going to change that to, we went out to the Wally World and we did 2, and then we're going to go back to items and see how now I have a green checklist. If I do this, this will give me the acquired food levels that are necessary for 4 people to survive for a period of time. Now, how long? I've never really looked at it, to be honest with you, because this was just a starting point for me. And this thing really does look at a lot of different things, like if you're going to be putting things in caches, okay? If your shelter in place cache, you know, all the different things. How many meals do you have set up? Let's go ahead and click on that one right there. You know, powdered eggs, spaghetti sauce. This thing is a super app. It is so super detailed, but it holds you, let's go back to the front page. It holds you to your targets. And look, just me putting that little bit amount of those lentils in there, those 2 bags of lentils, it took me to 0.39 of the target that I'm looking for. Now, if you put expiration dates on it, you can actually use expiring, and it will tell you what's expiring so that you can replace it. It's an awesome tool to have. This is one of my favorite apps. If we go into the gear section of it, what do we got? We got what do we got here? We got pouches. You know, I don't really follow this, but it's good to have that one right there. Fire starting tinder, one for the bug out bag for him, one for her, one for the get home bag for him, for her. Fire tinder, lighter. You know, my target is to have 4. We got here lighters for the cache. You know, you can do this all by area. You know, so say you want to work in the house, shelter in place. There's your list of everything for the house. You see what I'm saying? And then you can change it. So maybe you want to have a cache that is where are we at here? Your bug out minimum for 1 adult. And now you have this list for a bug out bag for a single adult. It's a pretty awesome little app. I recommend that you get it. I think that's going to be a bit. I really flew through this video because it's more show and tell than it is anything else. You're going to figure out. You should do some fancy hand stuff for you. Whoa, kind of white. But these apps are more designed to help you. You need to work through them. You need to get them on your phone, or even on a phone. Maybe you're using them on a phone that is not online, which is why I picked these apps. Once again, the FEMA app was the only one that was required to be online to get the alerts, and the Avenza, you can download all of the offline apps, and they have lots of free online apps. Free to download maps for this app, for the Avenza map. There are some that you have to pay for, but those are few and far between. A lot of them are very free, very useful, and great to have inside your phone. All right, guys, I think that's going to be the end of the video. There we go. We were just recording that. You know, we've got a few preps back there. You know, as usual, if you like what I'm doing, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. And if you want to get in on the monthly giveaways for the Patreons, find the link for the Patreon, join up. You have to be a paying member to be eligible. I mean, it's only fair. So I think that's going to be about it for this video. Stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.